Welcome back, guys, to the Electric Viking. My name's Sam, and today we're going to call out, well, what is an absolute masterclass in mainstream media hallucination. We're talking massive hallucination, like mushroom-taking hallucination. The Australian automotive website, drive.com.au, they just published an article covering comments made by Toyota's chairman, basically the overlord or president, Akio Toyoda. But instead of just reporting the facts, the editors decided to inject the usual narrative that they inject. It's their favorite line. And of course, it's a completely fabricated narrative. But they think it's working, so they keep on telling people, and people, honestly, a lot of them believe it. Listen to this line directly from the piece. While many of the car brands that committed billions of dollars to electric cars at the start of the decade have pulled back amid a cooling in consumer demand. So they have been repeating this exact phrase ad nauseum for over 2 years now, hoping that if they say it enough times, it will magically become true. But today we're going to do two things. Guys, we're going to have a look at who actually owns Drive, and we're going to look at the massive fossil fuel agenda they appear to be playing for. To understand why an automotive site would completely deny reality, you've got to look at who signs their paychecks. On the Electric Viking website, I'll put a link in the description below. We have more articles about electric cars and battery technology than any other website that I'm aware of in the world. So check that out. Link is in the description. And there you'll find our videos and analysis and articles about everything going on in the EV world. Drive is not just some independent car website. It is fully owned and operated by Nine Entertainment Co., which is actually a global media behemoth, one of the largest legacy mass media conglomerates in Australia. Nine owns major television networks, radio stations, and newspapers like the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. And if there is a car website that's doing well, getting a lot of clicks, they'll go and buy that site just to kind of shut it down. They've done that before. And guys, here's the thing. What actually funds legacy media? Billions of dollars in traditional advertising are what fund them. Who are their biggest clients? Legacy automakers trying to unload millions of dirty diesel and petrol vehicles. And they have millions of them, trust me. Alongside the massive corporate structures tied directly to the fossil fuel status quo. Pushing anti-EV scare tactics and manufacturing a fake collapse in demand, this isn't just bad journalism, it's actually become a business model. It protects their legacy ad revenue. It generates furious clickbait engagement from combustion engine diehards, and it also directly feeds a fossil fuel agenda desperate to slow down the inevitable transition. Now, the irony of this is that the article itself completely debunks these claims. It's basically the CEO or the president of Toyota saying the world is moving to EVs and he's not happy about it. So the actual quote from Toyota's chairman completely obliterates their own headlines. Akio Toyoda did not tell the media that automakers are pulling back because EV demand is cooling. He said the opposite. I quote, "Everybody's shifting to EVs. This is the biggest fear for me. It seems to me that I'm the only one. I feel very alone." It sounds like a made-up quote, doesn't it? It's not a made-up quote. It's real. Everybody's shifting to EVs. This is the biggest fear for me. It seems to me that I'm the only one. I feel very alone. I mean, this is real. He really said this. Let that sink in. The chairman of the world's largest legacy car company is complaining on the global stage that he feels completely isolated because the entire global automotive industry is leaving gas engines behind and sprinting towards electric vehicles. So he sees the tidal wave, yet Drive looks at a man saying everyone is shifting to EVs and translate that to automakers are pulling back because nobody wants them. That's two completely opposing statements. Anyway, so let's leave Nine Entertainment's echo chamber and look at the hard, unarguable global data. If demand is cooling, the sales numbers should show it, right? Well, according to the official data from the International Energy Agency, global EV sales are actually exploding. In 2024, global EV sales broke records, crossing 17 million units. In 2025, the market soared past 20.7 million pure electric vehicles sold globally. This is a massive 20% year-on-year growth. 1 in every 4 new cars across the entire planet is now a plug-in. But the funny thing is, EV sales have grown even more this year compared to what they did last year. Right here in Australia, in Nine's own country, backyard, the official car sales data for May just dropped. For the first time in history, an electric vehicle, the Tesla Model Y, did not just top the EV sales charts. It was the #1 best-selling vehicle in the country, beating out every single gas, diesel, and traditional hybrid model in the market. The same time, what happened? EV sales in Australia have doubled this year versus last year. Some months, like for example, last month, they more than doubled. 20% market share for the first time in history. So Drive's narrative is clear and very obvious. In fact, they've made it so blunt, it's embarrassing for them. The consumer EV market is clearly not cooling. The only thing cooling is the legacy media's ability to manipulate the public. Yeah, some people are still being manipulated by it, but most people are figuring this stuff out. Akio feels alone because he is alone. And corporate media empires like Nine are terrified of what happens to their oil and gas-backed revenue streams when the transition hits 100%. They just don't know what's going to happen then. Let me know in the comments below. Guys, are you tired? I am. Are you tired of mainstream media, basically pushing the fossil fuel agenda? I'm pretty fed up with it and just done with it. Also, please share this video or just like and subscribe because that helps me to get the word out and it does really help the channel. Thank you. Need expert advice on what car to buy, what solar system to get, what home battery to get, or potentially for your business? You can get, guys, a one-on-one consultation directly with me, 60 minutes of tailored guidance. This might help you avoid making a huge mistake spending money when you shouldn't, or potentially save you a massive amount of money. Click the link in the description below because I can assist you, and why not? The link is in the description. Thinking about getting solar, a home battery, or an EV charger? Check out Australia's best free comparison tool because it could save you a lot of money. Guys, click on the link below in the description and you can see how much you can save. Alternatively, give Resync a call. They are the guys who installed my battery and my home solar. I'll put a link to them as well in the description.